Okay, you're welcome once more. I welcome you back to the Prince Academy. Today, we shall be talking about Binance futures trading for beginners. That's an introduction into the Binance trading platform, the futures aspect of it in particular. So, I want you to pay the best of your attention when we go into this proper. Meanwhile, I will still make a plea that you do well to subscribe to our channel and still drop your comments and likes if at all you have any question at all, or you can still drop recommendations for us. All right. Right now I'm on the Binance homepage. As you can see, the trade domiciliary coins are on reds. That means today has been a very deep day. The BNB, BTC, and ETH, all of them are on red, so that the various coins are falling. The prices are falling so far today. All right, now for you to trade on Binance Futures trading platform, you can see on the tax bar, you can see I have market, I have trades, I have futures, and I have wallets. Okay, and the one that you want to go into is how to trade on Binance Futures. So you click on futures. All right, now I'll be briefing you on the necessary things that you see on the Binance Futures page and what they means. Yes, these various icons, expressions, they have various meanings so that you won't make mistakes when you're about to trade. All right, on topmost part of this my screen, you see USDM, you see coin M, you see options, you see battle. USDM is particularly for futures. That is what we use. Now under that you see ETH USDT. That is the particular coin that I'm trading on right now. I'm on an ongoing trade already. Okay, although the trade is really going against me so far, but I know that it will bounce back because there's certainly going to be a pullback. All right, so this is ETH USDT. That means I'm trading ETH, the pair of Ethereum against USDT. Okay, and by the right hand side, close to the extreme of the screen, you see two candles that are hash in color. If you tag the candle, this will show you the movement, the market movement in a candle form. Okay, it is opening. All right. Okay, this is a broader view of what the market looks like. This is a 2 hour trend. Now from this 2 hour trend, it is obvious that we are having a downtrend so far in the past 2 hours. It is a downtrend because it's coming from here, it went up and now goes down. So we are on a downtrend on this 2 hour trend. So this is a broader view of the candle formed in the course of this trade. That is what you get when you tap on the two hash candlesticks beside ETH. Now for us to go back to the working page again, you have to tap on this arrow pointing to the left hand side. When you tap on the arrow, it will take you back to the trading page. Okay, we are on the trading page now. All right, down the trading page you see isolated, you see 20x. All right, this isolated here is showing me that I'm using the isolated margin for this trade, and the leave rate that I'm using is 20x. Now under this isolated, this is what this a particular space is called the margin. This is called the margin. Okay, in margin you have isolated, this is cross, you have cross margin, you have isolated margin. Okay, but I'm working with isolated margin, and you may be wondering, what does these two terms imply? Okay, cross margin is that, assuming that I'm in this trade now, I enter this trade with $6. Okay, and I have total of $37 in my account, and I put $6 out of this $37 to enter this trade. That means I have the balance of $31 in my futures wallet. Okay, now what this cross margin entails is that if at all the trade goes against me and I loses the entire $6 that I used to enter this trade, that this $31 in my futures balance will serve as a backup for me. That means if it finishes, it will start going to this balance. That means the balance will start going down as well. It will be going down 30, 31, 30, 29, until if at all there is a reverse, it will now start growing back again. But if at all there was no reverse, the trade will eat up the entire $31 remaining balance. That is what a cross margin entails. So is many futures traders use it because they believe that starting the market will always bounce back. So they use cross margins, and even if they lose, they are trading equity at that point, that their balance will serve as a backup to them. But I don't really work with this. I always go into my trades with isolated margin. Okay, that is it for the margins. Then isolated, okay, isolated margin is as this trade is going on now. Okay, this trade, I entered this trade with okay, is already in my favor. I entered this trade with 25.82 cents. Okay, what this isolated means that if at all this trade goes red, and on this unrealized P&L, that is unrealized profit and loss, and I lose, I have minus 25.82. Okay, that I'm out of this trade completely, and I will still have my balance as it's showing here at 37.63 cents. That is what isolated means, that if at all this trade reverses, that it only eat up this money, this margin USDT here, and my balance will still remain with me. That is the implication of isolated margin. Okay, now on this other side is leverage 20x. Now if you tap on this leverage, if you tap on this down arrow, you see leverage is 1, from 1 to 100. Now the maximum leverage on Binance is from 1 to 125. Okay, now some coins, when you're trading on some coins, they will give you their own leverage. Some don't even get up to 100, but some coins they still give you maximum 125 x as leverage. Now what does it entail? Leverage, assuming that okay, we are embarking on a journey from a particular location to the other, and this man is on bike. He's moving to that location on bike, while me I'm moving to that location on a Mercedes Benz. Okay, and the roads are too good, cool well. So probably I will get to this location before this man coming on bike, because I'm using a car that is faster than the bike. So I am leveraging on the car to be ahead of the man. That is what this implies. That assuming that I enter this trade with like 40x leverage, that at this point that I should be making more than 0.33 as was shown in my radar. Okay, it gives you an edge on the amount of money you are trading on. Like something happened sometime. Okay, that was like 2 days ago. I entered the trade. I longed to a BTC with one of my friends. I entered the trade at 28,900 USDT, and he later entered the trade at 28,930 USDT. Okay, he used 125 leverage while I used 5x leverage. So the long run, we closed the trade at 30,000 USDT. At that amount, my friend was already having 500 and something percent profit on his trade, while I was at 25%, still the same coin. But due to his leverage was higher than mine, he made 500 and something percent, while I was making 25.6. So that is how the leverage works. But I wouldn't advise you to work with the maximum leverage. If at all you want to trade, don't just work with that because you want to make big cash. The way it gives you more money when the trade goes in favor of you, that is the same way you are going to lose woefully if the trade goes against you. Okay, it's on red now. Okay, it's coming back. So that is how this thing is. That is how it works. Okay, that is just how it works. There are no two ways about it. And down here you see buy, you see sell. Okay, buy means long, as you always see in some videos. They will say long BTC, long Ethereum, long BNB, or sell. Sell in other form means short. That means you are shorting. You are saying that this coin is going down, Why buy is that they're saying that this coin will go up, and when it gets to a certain price, like you take your profit. That's the meaning of buy and sell, long and short. That's what it means technically. All right, and down here you have market. Now, if you tap on the down pop arrow, you see limit, you see post only, you see market, you see stop limit, you see stop market, you see trailing stop, and see T swap. Alright, now what limit, starting from the first, what limit implies is that assuming as this trade is going now, ETH is at 1928.98 USDT. Now assuming you want to long this trade, you want to long this coin now, or this pair, and you want to use limit order, what you're going to do is that when you click on limit, you now have to choose a price, because you want to long. While longing a coin, you have to place your price lower than the market price. Right now this is the market price, 1928.11. so you only always have to place your entry point lower than the market price, so that once it hits the market, the entry price, you automatically enter the market. So that's what the limit order implies. And when you are shorting, you have to place your entry price higher than the market price, so that when the price climbs up to your price, you take the order immediately. Then the next thing is market. Now if you are trading, you want to enter a trade with a market, that means you are entering that trade at that point in time with that current price. Assuming I'm using market now to trade this coin, what it implies that I am entering this trade at $1,927.79. It's not increasing, it's not coming down. That's the point. I'm entering immediately. The order will be booked. Okay, you have stop limit. Just synonymous to limit. You have stop market, you have trailing stop. I will get to trailing stop, but that will be on a different video on its own, because it's quite a bit vast while working with is in terms of profit maximization. So that is how it is for the limit. Now down here is the price at which is the quantity of the coin at which you are buying in response with your price. This draw bar here is why you choose the price you want to buy, or the price you want to use to enter the market with, or the amount of USDT you want to use in this trade. If you draw this to the end, that means you are using 100% of your balance. At this case, I'm having 37.63, so the 100% is this. So that is that for this. And you have TP/SL. What TP means is take profit, and SL means a stop loss. Okay, if you are setting up this trade and you get to this point, you click on take profit. You have to set the point at which you want to take your profit. If you are longing, you have to bring it lower. You have to bring it higher than the entry price if you want a little margin. Then if you are shorting, you have to bring it lower than the entry price, that is the TP. Then stop loss should mean I work with 10% away from my entry price. That's where I will stop my loss. That if the market goes against me by 10% of my equity, that I should go off the market. That's my own policy while I'm trading. Okay, so this is reduce only. This you don't have anything to do with this. You only work with this when you are working with the trailing stop loss. I will get to that later. Then when all that have been fixed, and after doing this, always try to go back to review your settings before you confirm. Okay, always try to go back to review your settings before you click on sell. It's necessary. Always just go back, starting from your margin. Check if you are still working with the same one you choose. If it's isolated or cross, you confirm that is okay before you click on confirm. Now if it is on leverage, you check your leverage to know if it's okay, if you are compatible with it before you confirm. Then when all that have been fixed, you have to come down here and click on sell short. I'm not booking this trade, okay? I just want to show you something. Let me just try this. You click on sell short. Okay, you now tell you to confirm. Now at this stage, once you click on confirm, the order have been booked. Either you use the limit state or you use the market entry. Once you click on confirm, your order have been booked. So I'm not booking this order, I have to cancel this. So this is just how the Binance futures trading platform looks like, and the necessary terms and the futures you see on it, what they means. Okay, there are no big deals about this. They are just simple. This is telling you about the order book. Okay, I still have to make a video about the order book, understanding the order book and what each of these red and green movement means. Okay, so this is it for Binance futures. Okay, this is the Binance futures page. This is what it entails. This is how you go about it. So assuming you are asked to place a trade or you are asked to make an entry, this is how you go about it. Okay, you set your margin, you set your leverage, you choose either buy or sell as the case may be. You choose the amount you want to trade with, the amount of USDT you want to trade with. And I always tell you, never use 50% of your equity to trade. Okay, it's very risky. And on this TP/SL, I will not always advise you to work with this, but you can set this in advance. But always go back to this place. You see another stop profits and loss. Always come here to set your stop loss and take profit proper, because this might not be effective if the trade eventually books. This may not be effective. It has happened to me before. I was waiting for my profit to be closed, but at the end of the day it wasn't, only for me to find out that I have not really confirmed it. So I always urge my students to work with this stop profit and loss. This is best for me, and you can always adjust it and readjust it as time goes on. So that is it for Binance futures. My next video will be about how to enter a trade proper. I will get one particular signal that is effective and I will work with that. So for now, I thank you for your time and everything, and still do well to subscribe to our channel, as we'll be feeding you with more of these videos and the likes as we move in the line of the trade. Thank you. Bye bye.